Hi Sag, welcome back to our channel. All right, guys, so I've been working hard, doing my thing. It felt weird not putting out a video for you guys or just even a little short video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. I'm ending my night with my family. I also wanted to use these Lenormand cards that I love so much. They're also in Italian, which I love that, the language, okay? So, yeah, we're gonna pull and see what's happening for you, what you need to know at this time. Whatever comes out that I can explain for your highest good, we're going to get into it. I hope that you guys had a really great day and are having a good week. And let's see what comes out for you, Sag. Give me some messages for my Saggies watching. Masculines and feminines alike, Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements. What can you tell them at this time? What do they need to know or be aware of? Give me some messages, please, for Sag. One more card, please. Alrighty, let's talk about it, Sag. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the card of the Thief, and you also have the Prison card here as well. So, most recently, your circumstances may not have been very favorable. It feels like you could be in an environment that you feel very stuck or stagnant in, or you may feel like you're under someone's control, surveillance, because this is literally the card of prison. So you think about all the qualities of prison, like a controlled system, feeling like you don't really have much say so. You may feel like you don't have a lot of freedom right now. You can't just up and leave something, okay? There could be some type of contract that you have to play out, or there's like you have to see the end of a chapter through. Also, what I'm getting to about you, Sag, you have lived a life where you have been always in control. Even if you didn't like something in the past, like if you didn't like a relationship, if you didn't like your job, if you didn't like, a friend group, a social circle, you had the freedom to walk away and you felt like you were very lucky about where you landed. And there's something different about how things used to be and how things are now. You may feel like now you're stuck in some type of situation. You can't just up and leave even if you wanted to. You may have certain responsibilities that you need to take care of. It could be a financial challenge that you could be going through. This could be also just being stuck into some type of contract or cycle that you've been trying to get out of, but you're almost like in a bubble. So even when you try to run out, you bounce back, okay? And not in a good way. And so there's like some type of force field around you where you literally your hands are tied and you cannot get out. And it's not what you're used to because you do have the card of frivolity, which is like this butterfly card right behind that. So you're used to, or you could be reminiscing about when your life was more carefree, when you didn't have all of these worries or challenges. And you also could have been a little bit more selfish, like leave things behind without thinking about how it affects other people, how it affects, maybe your relationship, how it affects your children, how it affects your household, your living situation, your finances. Things were just, a little bit more, there was a lot more freedom that you had in the past. And you could be reminiscing about this. And you also may have one of those moments, as we do as humans, where we realize that, you took something for granted. You took your freedom for granted, or you took some type of time frame, some chapter in your life that maybe you really didn't see the beauty of it back then, but now looking back you're like, man, I really should have savored that moment. Okay, so I do see that. Also, I see this energy of the merchant, so you could be shopping around and really looking for new opportunities or new options. Okay, so if you live somewhere, you could be doing some house shopping. um, your job, you could be looking for new careers, new positions, new roles, new companies. Business, you may be, if you're a business owner, you may be looking for a new avenue, a new platform, a new location. Um, Love life, you could be waiting to meet a really solid person that you actually like, okay? So it feels like you're ready to spread your wings, but you can't right now with that butterfly. And on top of that, you have been looking, like you're searching for an out. And then on top of that, too, you have the card of the thief. So right now, you may have very high trust concerns when it comes to maybe the people around you, the environment that you're in, a certain situation. You just don't trust it. You don't trust the outcome. You may not be as optimistic as you normally are. And so you just notice that about yourself. You're noticing that your trust is kind of closing, your walls are going up. You could be setting more boundaries right now. There's definitely a change in your day to day activity of how you move and operate. Okay. Like I'm getting like sixth house energy. Sixth house energy is like your work life, it's your daily routine, it's who you are around normally all the time. And when you think about the prison card, you know, like you have to change up your routine so much. And sixth house is such a beautiful house, but it gets a bad rap because it concerns all of the things that kind of are bothersome or mundane or boring or just a hassle to deal with. Sixth house is like work, you know, some days you don't want to work. Sixth house is like your health, you know, it's kind of like health can be an inconvenience when you're just trying to live your life sometimes, you know? So there's something about your everyday, your environments, what you do, your routine, work, even like your health that could be really burdensome right now. And it's really weighing heavily on you. Okay. Now, the good thing is that starting off your reading, you have the first card, which is the card of a great outcome. So there's something to look forward to. Even this week, you may get some news out of nowhere that makes you start to look up towards your circumstances. Some type of opportunity could be coming towards you that kind of changes your perspective. You start to feel very optimistic. And even if you're not aware of this is what's happening right now behind the scenes for you is something positive, a positive outcome. Even though you're going through all of these delays and blocks, like the reading we did yesterday, you have some type of good fortune when it comes to your outcome. Your circumstances are going to change. Something is temporary, or there's a really great opportunity or a change of circumstances that's coming towards you. Okay. And literally, your next card is fortune. So, yeah, you have good fortune. You have good karma right now, even if it doesn't feel like it. You'll be pleasantly surprised to see how your circumstances change or how an opportunity comes towards you very soon. I don't want to say tomorrow or this week, but very soon, could even be the beginning of July, that really changes or even gives you some type of hope or optimism that you're going to be done with this chapter very quickly. All right, so I want to clarify these cards and tell me about the first card here. Yeah, so you have a gift coming in, which could be a blessing from God or an opportunity coming towards you that's going to change the narrative. And how you've been feeling is not how you will be feeling for much longer. Okay, so there's something to look forward to. Your hope, your optimism is being renewed. You almost have like that star card energy of like being in a tough place but getting a handout, getting a hand pulling you out of the trenches. Okay, so there's something to look forward to that's on its way. And tell me about fortune here. Tell me about Sagittarius's fortune. What do they need to know about their fortune right now? Anything that could help them, anything that is coming towards them. What can you tell me about their fortune? All right, so your fortune, your good fortune comes after an ending. All right, this is the card of mourning something or maybe even having to sacrifice something. And I know that I know sacrifice sounds crazy, but sometimes you have to forfeit something to get bigger blessings. So you could have recently went through an ending, a breakup, a separation. You had to let something go. You could be mourning something that's already gone, but this is kind of like your sign that something good is up ahead and you have a great fortune coming because you have suffered some type of loss. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now, also another thing that I see is that sixth house energy of work, 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 and you could be working a lot. You may be also putting your head down and staying focused right now. You know, a lot of people, one way that people escape their challenges, their struggles, their sadness is through becoming like this workaholic. So that could be what you're stepping into with that sixth house energy. And there's something really positive happening with your work. Your schedule could be changing, giving you a little bit of a break. If you've been working unfavorable days, unfavorable hours, something could change very suddenly. That kind of gives you a ease to your daily routine. You could be getting a switch in your role. You could be getting, I don't know. It feels like it doesn't feel like finances are increasing so much, but there's something that helps alleviate the stress that may go into your day-to-day responsibilities. Whether you're getting help here or your workload is becoming more automated in some way, it's not like it's getting lesser, but something is bringing some ease to your work life or whatever you do for your career or how you make money. Or even if you're someone who doesn't work right now, it could be like people really showing up for you and doing acts of service to really help you out. If you have a significant masculine in your life, or if you're a masculine, this is especially happening for you. But if you have a significant masculine that you are worried about some type of circumstance being connected to them, something about that is going to be given very soon. Something's going to change in their work life. For example, like if you're married to someone and you've been really struggling to take care of the children and take care of your own responsibilities and have me time, there could be a change in this person's schedule or their role that helps to alleviate some of the stress and allows them to help you out a little bit more, or maybe be able to be home more. Okay, so that's like kind of the gist of what I'm getting. Some type of masculine in your life, a roommate, a brother, a friend, maybe a lover of yours, or even a business partner. Some circumstances could change that is going to be very favorable to you. Tell me about this card here. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the card, did I? I don't remember. All right, so that's the card. That's a working man. It also is a single man as well, okay? So something about that. Let's see what's going on. And single meaning not married, all right? Yeah, something is that allows someone to have a little bit more free time or be a little bit more carefree where they're not so stressed about their responsibilities. So it almost feels like a responsibility, a heavy burden regarding your work life could be lifted. I don't know what that is, but obviously it's meant for you to find out through this blessing. Okay, but also if this is a masculine that's associated to you, something is really going to be alleviating their stress when it comes to their work life. And it could be very favorable to you as well if you and this person are in a partnership or maybe in the same community. All right. Even if this is like someone at work that is very difficult to deal with, there's something that could switch that around to where they are just more nicer coming into work. Like if this is a boss, but it doesn't seem like a boss, it's like a colleague. If you have issues with a colleague or a coworker, something could be changed within your schedule or their schedule where you don't have to deal with that. So if you're having work issues right now with someone, something's going to be switched regarding like a masculine, okay? Also, something is giving you a better vantage point with this card here. This is like the tower, but not in the way where something destructive could be happening. It's more so in a way of giving you some type of height or status or giving you a better vantage point to see things clearly. You may be able to catch on to things that were going over your head. There's an energy of not being aloof anymore and actually catching on and being in tune. Also with this too, there could be something, I don't know, you're seeing some type of opportunity finally. Something is coming your way that I feel like you would have missed if like maybe like last month or in the past you this would have went over your head, but you're able to see it now. You also may have a change in mindset or perspective that allows you to see things more clearly, okay? And this is part of the process of you changing your circumstances. So what does that mean for my Saggies? What can you tell me? Oh, okay. Interesting. What is this about? Is it coming or going? going, okay? I feel like you're going to get some type of, I don't know, there's an opportunity that you're going to see to go away temporarily from your situation, okay? Could be an opportunity to travel, could be like a temporary relocation at your job, could be a job opening that's opening up in another state or overseas. There's some type of temporary movement from your situation. It's not permanent, but it's something that's going to allow you to have some, it's going to alleviate some of the stress or burden that you've been under. It's going to allow you to also see new horizons, have new experiences. It may teach you something where you become stronger, more resilient to get out of your situation. It doesn't feel permanent yet, but it's one of those situations too where like your job may offer you relocation, so you may work in a different city, you may work in a different department, and it's supposed to be temporary, but based off of the hard work ethic that you're going to be putting in, it could become permanent. And if it's not a work situation for you, Sag, this definitely could be like a temporary relocation that may come to your door, okay? Because it kind of allows you to put your problems aside for a little bit. All right. Let's see what else is here. Okay. We have this card here. Okay. There's something very attractive about you, even if you may feel like you're not being your best self. There's something very attractive about your work ethic, your skill, that you're almost, with the military card, you're getting drafted here. You beat out other competition. I feel like this is a highly competitive role or a highly competitive opportunity, but you are just the most attractive option. What is this about? This is interesting. Let's see. Tell me about the peacock. It gets you out of your circumstances. It takes you out of your whatever space that you're in that you feel confined. It feels temporary because military is not permanent. Like, well, sometimes it's not permanent, right? But there's this energy of like going away from your burdens temporarily, and it's getting you out of this very negative space. Okay, so there's something that's going to cross your desk or something that's going to come through because you have a message here, right? So there's an offer letter. There could be an email. There's an acceptance of some sort, approval of some sort that gives you some type of temporary relief that you are not expecting. And that could be how your fortune is changing. I don't know if this is going to resonate with everyone, but let's see. I mean, obviously this is a future prediction, but it's very interesting. Tell me about the letter. What can you tell me about this message coming through for Sag? Yeah. There's some type of letter here. It's something like it could be coming from someone of high status or someone who's like a boss could be offering you this letter. It feels official, right? Because we have official energy here. Someone who's official. This could get like government, which is very funny because the military is there. I don't know if some of you guys watching are in the military. All right, but there's some type of official or someone of high standing or someone who is of authority that's sending you a message, and they give you like a very serious offer here, but it feels temporary at first. It's something that you can actually trust with the dog. This could be an alliance of some sort. If you are a business owner, you may be getting some type of business partnership that could be coming towards you. There's an energy to work closely with someone or to even be around someone for some type of opportunity that they consider you to be the attractive option. All right, if this is love, someone could be like of high standing. I'm getting like emperor, empress energy, and they want you, and it may not be permanent. Like maybe it's just a time to get away from your circumstances, but it feels like it could get permanent. And the reason I said, look, it has something to do with your money, but it also could have something to do with love. Okay, so look out for that. Your circumstances may change. And this is the thing, even though it feels temporary at first with that military energy, it could be permanent because this is the card of vows. Now, this card cracks me up because I have used it in personal readings before. And when it comes out, first of all, this card to the eye does not look so high. It looks very negative. But when I did look up the meaning of this card, it's really a card of like marriage and vows and making a promise. Okay. And if you look a little bit closer, I'm sorry, guys, this card cracks me up. If you look up a little bit closer, someone's slipping a ring on someone's finger. So there's an energy of commitment. Something that was supposed to be temporary is going to be long standing. It has longevity, it has stability. It wasn't made to be that way. You know, both parties didn't expect it to be that way, but because you may do so well, or someone values you so much, someone of high standing, a boss, emperor energy, empress energy, all right? It feels like it can be very, and this is the thing too, right? This card talks about having a change in your perspective. If you've been looking at things pessimistically, you may have a big shift in your life that forces you to go back towards optimistic energy. And even looking to this card, it looks negative on the surface level, but if we change our perspective, one of the jokes I like to make is that this looks crazy, but this could just be an incense box, and maybe it's just, cleansing the energy of this pact, of this vow, of this next chapter together. So, marriage definitely came out a lot for you, especially in the extended reading that I did yesterday for you guys. But you could be literally or figuratively stepping into some type of commitment or marriage, right? A new cycle, a contract. At first, it seems very temporary. The contract or the offer of long standing commitment is not offered at first. But once you step into this new experience, then you're offered it, after whatever, after you are surveyed, it seems. Let's see. Tell me about this energy here. It's like a wish coming true. When you're stepping into this, you're not in the best headspace, obviously. You do have the card of being sick. You also have doctor here. But this card being the doctor, it's like you're stepping into a very healing experience. And on top of that, you have someone here. This is literally the lover card. So there's someone here of importance that is going to really value you or may like you as you are. They may not really understand that this is not your best season yet, you know? And there's someone here who's been waiting on someone like you. So even if this is a work situation, you are just highly likable and you're the right fit. So I feel like what this reading is really trying to say is that, like, you have a change of circumstance that you're not expecting. And it could be a very beautiful outcome for you. And you're stepping into a new cycle and you're committing to something that kind of takes you out of a bad circumstance, you know? And at first it feels very temporary, but I feel like this has longevity once you actually go for it. It may require you to take a risk because that military energy is like, can feel kind of frightening if you have to do something temporarily and not know what the outcome is, not have a guarantee. But your outcome is some type of commitment, and it feels like you're being welcomed with open arms and sincerity. All right, so that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope that this helps you in any way, that it just gave you clarity about what's to come. I wish you guys the best, of course, like always. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of your comments on the last video. I'm still getting through them to reply to you guys, but I do appreciate everything that you guys said. You guys left some really sweet messages that really touched my heart, so thank you. Make sure to like the video before you go, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.